Hey, hey, hey! It's the Deepster back and ready to give you my analysis. Today is June the 16th, Thursday, second recap of the week. I've been a little bit MIA, and yeah, I should be spanked for that. I do apologize, guys. I try to pump these out as often as I can. Still active as can be on my stock twits. Not failing you guys there. But sometimes some things get a little too time consuming, and I'm not able to make the recaps. But here we go, guys. And what a tipsy turvy week it's been. I mean, I'm talking about nosedive, recovery bounce, nosedive, and yeah, today was definitely a nosedive. I'm gonna break that down looking at the SPY. But after hours, we are green a little bit. Okay, like I said, this is nothing significant in the Dow, S&P, Nasdaq. Nothing significant, but it's okay. It's nice to see a little bit of green, right? Even though Nasdaq was down like 4%, S&P was down like 3%, Dow's 3%. I mean, you want to talk about an absolute massive move to the downside, which the market reacted to this because they are obviously combating inflation with the 0.75 rate hike that happened. Don't ask me too many details on it. All I know is that it's 0.75, the largest rate hike since 1994. Now, when that news was released yesterday, Wednesday afternoonish time, the market rallied. So yeah, I don't really know what that was about. I feel like it was just a false flag thing, but I did expect the market to rally. My last video was on Tuesday, so I think this is my third recap of the week actually, or it's my second, I don't know. But on Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it was that I made my recap, I made predictions of what I wanted to see in the market, and a lot of them came true, guys. I mean, a lot of them came true, and I'm going to break it down, talking specifically about the SPY, UVXY, and a few other names I'm going to be talking about. But as you guys can see, Dow has broken under the 30,000 mark. Is there sign for more downturn to come? I mean, it's possible. Like, obviously, this is obvious. This is all to combat the inflation to prevent a recession. I mean, we obviously don't want a recession because then that'll send these lows to astronomical lows. So we don't necessarily want to see that as bulls. Um, but there's still opportunity there. Like, obviously, if we see red, I've given you guys UVXY, SQQQ, just a few bearish ETFs that will make a nice move to the upside, like UVXY did today. And I'm gonna break that one down in a second. Natural gas, massive pullback, guys. And I mean, it was in the 8s to 9s, and recent days we have seen a massive downturn. Let's dive into that a little bit more. I haven't really been paying attention to natural gas too much, but let's dive into it. Let's look at some news. Let's see what significance. Russia needs economic perestroika to end reliance. Okay, to end reliance on energy exports. Russian gas flows to Europe fall, hindering bid to refill stores. Huh? Russian gas supply to Europe via the pipeline fell further on. Da, da, da. Okay, well, if all flows of natural gas are suspended and demand is high, shouldn't that be sending the price upward? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, guys, honestly, the market, it's a very strange, we're in a very strange state, like I've been talking about for multiple months now. We're in a very strange state because if you look at technicals, if you look at news, if you look at the reality of situations, with any play that you're looking at, the opposite price action can happen. And I mean, I don't know. What I just read was supply was being cut off, or the flow of it to somewhere where it's needed. I don't know, but natural gas, I know that there's shortages there. Obviously, with the sanctions on Russia, like I've talked about, they're the number one exporter and producer of natural gas. So, I mean, natural gas still, there's a lot of tension here, a lot of tension. But if this is down, like I've talked about, guys, KOLD, KOLD, the bearish ETF for natural gas, is definitely doing well, and it has been. We're going to dive into that name in a moment. yeah, without further ado, let's just get on into it, guys. Let's not spend too much time talking about that. Stock twits, guys. Like I talked about, if I'm not posting my recaps, I'm always active here. So come check it out. Make sure to drop a follow. It's 100% free, and y'all keep me going, and that's really all I really care about. Just posting my opinions on the day. And guys, look at this call. Look at this call just in one day. Not this one. Not that post. Let me show you. Look at this. The low with IMPP today was 47 cents, and I loaded all those dips. And look, after hours, we're at like 62 cents or 60 cents, something like that. But look at that jump. That's a 20. That's 25% plus in one day. I mean, it's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as IMPP 123. The Deepster Sevens got your back. Okay, that was not catchy at all. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Just completely ignore that. Anyways, just trying to throw in some humor for you guys so we don't really get too serious about this crap because this market is absolutely insane. Diving on into it, guys. As you guys can see, the SPY now has broken that 380 level like I talked about in recent videos. If you're new, I was talking about 380 level being a very key level to hold. It did not. Broke right through that floor down to the 370s. As you guys can see, right down here to the 370s. And then, bam, back to the upside. Now, on Tuesday, I took SPY calls. Obviously betting that it's going to be bullish the next day. Made really good money on the open. Made really good money. I made about a 30 to 40% return. Options are very dangerous, but they are very lucrative if you have a decent understanding on what you're doing. So right here, bounce. It continued to bounce. This was when the news was dropped. So a huge wick to the downside and then back right up. This was 100% a bull trap. 100%. That at day open, look at this crap. Look at this. All the way to down to lows. I believe a 363 was the low in the SPY today. I mean, absolutely massive move to the downside. My only holding is options, UVXY calls, and because I'm betting that there's going to be recovery bounce heading into tomorrow, probably testing 370 to 375 range. I do see that happening, honestly. I mean, it's the market's been back and forth, but as long as we get some nice buying strength, which I see happening, and I got these call options for dirt cheap. I'm not really. It's this situation for me is about buying the fear. You know, I mean, not getting too technical with it. I'm not buying a call that's expiring tomorrow. It's expiring in like 2 weeks. Those contracts. So I have a little bit of time. You know, a little bit of wiggle room, but I do see us bouncing a little bit. I mean, I'm not looking for anything astronomical, but I do see the SPY going green tomorrow. Today has presented a lot of good buying, dip buying opportunities. Sometimes, guys, you know, like with all these recession fears and all this stuff, it's about buying the fear, guys. In my opinion, have your stop losses, trade within your means, trade what you're comfortable with, but dip your feet in the water because there might be profit right around the corner. You know, like have your stop losses ready. No harm, no foul. If a trade doesn't work out, then we keep moving. Bottom line. So tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to take options plays for UVXY, and that's really all that I have. I didn't really see anything else that was alluring to me. So yeah, that's really all I have going into tomorrow. Aiming for 370 to 375. Moving on over to cold, guys. Natural gas taking a huge hit. Not huge. Not as massive as what is going to come when the tensions do diminish in natural gas price. So we went all the way down on the 8th of June as far as 16 and some change. And from there, now we're here at 26 bucks. I mean, what an insane dip buy that is. And like I said before, guys, we did have that reverse split that happened. Um, it was a 4-to-1 split, so every 4 shares you had turned into one. And right now, trading well over that. It's a nice sign to see. Right now, it's about basically if the split didn't happen, we'd be about $6 and some change right now per share. But since the split happened, that's why we are where we are. If you guys zoom out on the chart and take a look at it, yeah, right here. Here's when the split happened. It was on May 26th. So you got 1 share for every 4 shares, and yeah, I mean it's nice to see this jump back to the upside. I've been telling you guys about cold. I do think it's going to be a monster mover when some news releases, when the tensions do diminish, and we do get a influx of nice supply of natural gas, which has been happening with quite a few articles. They're talking about deals being made to ramp up the production. But guys, like with everything, with production, with a lot of production, and there's limited demand, but still there's a lot of demand for natural gas. So um, as long as that supply is fulfilled, and we do see that we have a lot of supply in storage and ready to ship, this will go higher. So I mean, it's inevitable. It's just only a matter of time. I mean, obviously tensions haven't diminished. We still can see natural gas rally again this summer. So just keep an eye on it, guys. A nice one to keep on watch. Jumping on over to UVXY. In my last recap that I made, I talked about what I wanted to see with UVXY, or what I projected was that we were going to see a drop in it down to, let me zoom in. It's right around here. When it was here in the 17s, high 17s, a little bit of 18, I was talking about I project to see a dip into the low 15s, maybe high 14s. And literally, if you don't quote me, just watch my last video, guys. I said that exact thing, that I wanted to see it go into the mid 15s, low 15s, high 14s, and look what it did. And then today, what an absolute monster move to the upside, because the market completely crumbled because it's responding to that news of what they're implementing, the Fed. It responded accordingly. Yesterday was just a little false flag pump. Hard to predict it, but I did. I mean, I got in. I made money on that pump, but today responded accordingly to the news to combat the recession. So combat the inflation. To help curb the inflation, curb the recession, whatever. So yeah, guys, UVXY post market right now at $17. I did not hop in on this dip. Not kicking myself too much, making profit on other plays and stuff like that, but this is one that I definitely called, and I hope you guys are making money on it. There's still a lot of money to be made here. A lot. I mean, guys, you see the market move to the downside. UVXY realistically shouldn't be this low. UVXY should be well over $20, but it's obviously being manipulated and held at this level, even though the SPY is at 367 right now. I mean, give me a break. That is, I mean, we should have already seen like not necessarily a parabolic move, but like slow and steady growth to the upside. Instead, it's been pulling back, going up, pulling back. It's there's really not much consistency here. So I mean, easily we could see a level, like a level higher. It could head to $20. I've been calling that $20 level. I do see that being broken with market weakness. And I mean, what better time to do it now with the SPY at 367? So it can easily happen at any time, guys. Keep it on watch. Moving on over to IMPP. Banger alert today. I alerted it initially at 53, 54 cents. Continued to add on the dips. It dropped down to like 50 cents, then to 40, 49, 48, and then 47 was the low. Loaded up as much as I could, and oil regained traction today. It was down. It was like at 114 a barrel, and I think right now it's at about 117 or something like that. But what a move back to the upside that was. Right now, post market 62.5 cents. I mean, what a massive mover this was. Oil strength. I still, guys, gas prices. Look at the commodity itself. Nothing has changed in the technical side. There's still tensions in the production. There's still tensions in all of that. And we're in the summer months when the demand is higher than ever. And IMPP being a oil distributor, this is going to be huge. Now, if you're long and strong, guys, don't even worry about it. Buy it, hold it, don't even look at it. If you're swing trading it like I am, then obviously take my profit, run for the hills, move on, and obviously look to see if there's any other re-entry potential. I didn't see this happening. There was news talking about that they're going to be releasing a dividend for shares or something like that. So that's why there was a pump after hours. You can't predict that, guys. I mean, make your profit, secure it, and just move on to fight another day. Bottom line. So long and strong here, guys. This is definitely a dollar plus company. I mean, I see that happening. They have their acquisitions. They're profitable. They're a profitable distribution company of oil, petroleum. I mean, just keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. And I don't know, guys. I feel like we're gonna see this consolidation happen before we take that, big move to the upside. Because oil is obviously the demand is not going to be diminishing anytime soon, probably for the next couple of months. So keep it on watch, guys. Moving over to the two blue chip names. I don't really know a firm would fall into the category of a blue chip, but this is one that I've been talking about religiously as well. And if we zoom out on the chart, we did see the alts all-time low was in that 13s range. So it does show you that this can be taken down to levels that in all-time low territory. I mean, it can happen. I mean, it's not out of bounds. It's not an out of bounds prediction that this can happen, that this can potentially reach an all-time low. Obviously this is responding directly with the market, and at right now we're at the 1680s level, and in my honest opinion, this is all about accumulation. In my honest opinion, I feel like this is a scenario where we buy the fear, obviously have the stop loss in place, just in case things go sour. This is one of those finance companies that I really do believe in with a firm. I mean, it's one of those that I do see short term. We do see that push to 20 to 25 bucks. Um, Institutional ownership is very high, so we obviously know who dictates the price action of the stock, and it's going to be dictated in accordance with the movement of the market. So keep an eye on this one, guys. I still have so much uh, I have so much confidence in this name breaking over that $20 mark. It's just a matter of, finding when that entry will be right. Obviously, like this 13s level, everyone's probably like, I mean, it could even go lower, but it doesn't hurt to start taking a small position and maybe start accumulating shares and obviously have your stop losses. So a firm is one of the names that I really stress about accumulation. And the other name obviously is Tesla. I'm all about accumulating, accumulating, accumulating. Tesla did announce that they increased the price of their vehicles, but I mean, guys, it's inevitable. Obviously, the price of things has to go up. I mean, demand is high, price has to go higher. I mean, they have to obviously make their money and whatnot, and I mean, Tesla's not going to go anywhere. So my whole thing is in that 600s range and anything beneath that. If you're long and strong on Tesla, just buy and hold it. This is a company that's not going anywhere. They're a powerhouse. They're very diversified. But can it go lower? Obviously, it can go lower. If the Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, if they all want to take a crap and just continue downward in that spiral, this can go into the 500s, maybe even 400s again. But personally, do I see that happening? Not really. We have to be prepared for the unexpected, though, or expect the unexpected, I think I should say, because this market has really shown that it doesn't really care about analysis or anything like that. It has a mind of its own. It's going to do what it wants to do, and I mean Tesla can get beat down even further. But in my honest opinion, this is all about accumulation, just like a firm. I think it's all about accumulation and just being patient. So. Just a quick recap, guys. I talked about the SPY, talked about KOLD, talked about UVXY, IMPP, AFRM, and Tesla. Not too many names. Just trying to keep my, obviously my trading very limited right now between a few names. I don't want to get overcomplicated and get into names that I just are out of, just out of my strategy range. I mean, it's always good to diversify, guys, but in times like this of so much inconsistency in the market with ups and downs, it's better to trade names that you believe in, that you're confident in, and that's it. And just keep it simple. If you're like a mastermind genius and you are all over the board, then by all means, if you're profitable, that's all that matters. So who cares? But for me personally, it's all about trading names that I do believe in genuinely, and that's it, and just keeping it simple. So, um, yeah, guys, without further ado, that's pretty much all I have for the day. If you enjoy this video, if you enjoy the analysis, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below anything. Any comments you guys have, any questions, concerns, doubts, anything, guys. I'm more than happy to answer anything and respond to your, your words or anything. So definitely, yeah, definitely leave a comment down below. Like I said, my only holding heading into tomorrow is going to be options plays, option calls on the SPY. I do see a push to the upside. But we'll see what happens. I do see a recovery bounce heading into tomorrow, probably early in the morning, and then we probably will see red. That's my prediction. But obviously, if it stays green and continues to go higher, I'll be more than okay with that. So, um, keep these names on watch. Enjoy the rest of your guys' Thursday evening. Um, Kick back, relax, take a shower, and just enjoy life, guys. This market has been a very stressful place, but it's all about getting your rest and recovery and getting back to battle the very next morning. So that's really all I have for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.